Okay, welcome to practice, everyone. Today we'll just do a simple practice. We'll do a little bit of self-massage and myofascial release, and then we'll finish with a round of the ping shui gong, the swinging arms exercise. So let's just start today, as always, in a comfortable seated position. And take as much time as you can to see if you can find somewhere that just straight away brings yourself towards ease. Sometimes easier said than done. So you might be in a chair or you might be on the floor, but if you're on the floor, raise your hips a little higher than the knees with a block or a cushion. You might like to bring your elbows back towards the ribs. Just allow your shoulders to be heavy. Scan through the body and just notice any points of tension or tightness. Just take a note of where they might be. Our body always defaults to what we've done before. This is just one of the laws of karma. What's come before dictates the future. So we tend to always be stuck in patterns, and once these patterns get embedded in our lives, quite often we start to believe the story that our body can never be different, that whatever discomfort we feel is with us forever, like a ball and chain that we're dragging around with us. So let's see if we can move away from that idea and move towards just treating each day as new, each day as an opportunity to learn about ourselves, to reset this habit energy, and maybe move a little closer towards freedom, towards ease, towards well-being, towards balance. So I invite you just to take a few moments. We'll be in silence and just see if you can find the pattern of your breath. Notice what's happening. Notice how you feel on this day. What can we learn about ourselves? Notice wherever your mind is taking you. Just bring attention back to the next breath. Sigh it out. Feel like you're letting go. Anything that just doesn't feel necessary right now. Take our arms down by the side of the body. Breathing in, lifting up. And then sighing out, letting go. We might make an intention to invite in new energy with the next breath, new beginnings, new learning, new ways to be, and sighing out. One more time, lifting up. And letting go. All right, let's bring our palms to heart center. Take a breath together. As we sigh out, we'll take our hands to one shoulder, chin to the other. Inhale back to the middle. And let it go. Might gently look over the shoulder. Just keep moving with your own breath. Let's meet back in the center. We'll take our right arm, wrap it around the head. See if you can find the very base of your earlobe on the opposite ear. And then we'll just slowly guide that ear down towards the shoulder. And you might like to extend the opposite arm wide or down towards the floor just to create a little bit of a counter and stretch on the side of the neck. And if you'd like to also here, without moving your neck, just turn your eyes to look up towards the ceiling. You might notice a little stretch along muscle along the side of your neck, the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Keep breathing, take one more breath. And then slowly take the hand away, come back up to the center. And if you feel a little lopsided, that's okay. Let's wrap the opposite arm over. Find the base of the earlobe. Just slowly guide the ear down towards the shoulder. You might extend the opposite arm wide or heavy. And just keep breathing. You might, without moving your neck, look with your eyes towards the ceiling. Notice how the engagement of your muscles changes just with moving your eyes. Take one more breath. And slowly unwrap the arm. Let's take a few shoulder rolls, forward and back. And change direction if you haven't already. Let's take our hands to the shoulders. We'll raise the elbows high, big rooster arms. Change direction. Let's take both arms high above the head. As we sigh out, right hand comes behind, left hand comes outside the right knee. Sigh it out. Inhale, raise both arms up, reach up. And then turn the other way, left hand behind, right hand outside the right knee. Let's do two more each side. And this time we're going to take our right hand down to the floor. With the left hand, just reach over the head. Keep the sit bones heavy. Sigh it out. And then we'll sweep that arm in front of the body around to the other side. We'll lift the right hand up and over and sigh it out. Sweep the hand forward. Let's keep moving from side to side. And we'll come back through the center. And let's bring our wrists together. The inside of our wrists, just press them in. We'll roll one wrist over the top. Keeping the shoulders heavy and just making sure we're not clenching the teeth or the jaw. Might change direction. Let's take our hands wide and we'll just clap fingers into palm and then flick the fingers out. All right, shake the wrists, either direction. Roll. All right, we're going to take two V shapes, either hand, and just come either side underneath the ear, pressing up, pushing energy up. And then we'll just come up to the head, just tapping across the whole of the scalp. And if you don't mind messing up your hairstyle, you might like to shampoo or just scratch, comb through the head. All right, we'll trace a few points on our gallbladder meridian. Let's bring fingers just under the occiput bones at the back of your skull. And we're going to press underneath those bones, pushing up and in. Small circles with the fingers. Just feel the neck long. You might like to trace the whole length of the spine to the base of the tailbone. And that feeling of chin being tucked in just a little, so crown of the head is lifting up. And if you'd like to go a little deeper, you might interlace the fingers, draw the wrist into the side of the neck, just trace the trapezius muscle. All right, we're going to reach across with our right hand to the top of our left shoulder. Next point on the gallbladder meridian is halfway along that top of that shoulder blade. So just trace along the top of your shoulder blade. And whenever you feel a spot of tightness or tension, that might be the spot you're looking for. Just hold your fingers there. Take a breath or two. And then you might like to bring the arm, some movement, lifting hand up or down. You might open the arm wide. You might take the hand across the head. or behind the back. And you might roll the thumb over, so just experimenting with where we might be holding tension, where we might have less range of movement than what we would like. So as you move the arm, you might also move your right hand along that shoulder blade and along the top of the trapezius muscle, the levator scapulae muscle. These are all places where we hold tension throughout the day. So just explore. What can we learn about our bodies? And maybe in the course of this exploration, we invite a little more energy to flow through. And when you're ready, let's just shake that arm out and we'll bring that hand over to the opposite shoulder. Just as before, trace along the top of the shoulder blade, about halfway along. We're looking for a knot of muscle tension. When you find it, just press in here. Might feel a little tender and just start exploring. As always, with every journey in Chinese medicine, hopefully in our life, there's no specific destination. Whenever we feel like we have somewhere we need to be, we just set ourselves up to fail. Maybe we won't make it. Maybe we'll get disheartened. So we explore just by being curious, being open, seeing what happens. Journey of 1,000 miles starts beneath our feet. And we just teach ourselves to act without expectation of a specific result. Through practice, we start to move, we start to flow, and from that flow comes the next stage of initiative and goals and planning. But for now, we just move. Find where we're stuck and hopefully invite in a little more movement. All right, let's shake that arm out as well. And then we'll roll both shoulders again. We're going to just extend a little more through our shoulders. Let's take one hand in opposite elbow, reaching up. Take a breath in. Let the shoulders be heavy. And just hold this shape while we take a few breaths in and out. See if you can breathe through your belly. Often when our arms are lifted, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders. So just notice this. Can you soften? Can you relax? Can you breathe deeply? And then we'll take both fingers pointing up. And as we point the fingers up, drop the shoulders down. Can you soften, relax them a little deeper? Take another breath. We'll open the chest, drop the elbows down, and open the palms up. Just feel them tugging gently behind the shoulders so the chest is open without the shoulder blades pinging back. Can you drop your shoulders down a little more? Take another breath. And then we'll draw those elbows into the side of the body, turn the palms up, roll the thumbs back as far as you can. Notice if your shoulders are bunched up to your ears and just relax them down. Chin is tucked and neck is long still. Take another breath. Now we push out both sides, flexing the wrists. Should feel a strong sensation down the front of the arms. Pressing in both directions. And then we'll wrap our hands around the body. Maybe find the shoulder blades at the back. Sigh it out. Shoulders spread apart. One more breath. All right, let's see if we can bring all those movements together. We start breathing in, lifting the elbows up. As we sigh out, fingers high, shoulders drop down. Take a breath in, elbows drop down, palms open up. And then we sigh out, drawing the elbows into the side of the body. Take a breath, push out both ways. And then wrap the arms around the body. Let's do one more time. All right, let's take both legs out in front of the body. And we're just going to pull the flesh away from our sit bones a little. Press down through the heels. Doesn't matter if your knees are a little bit bent. Curl the toes in. Take a breath. As we sigh out, just let the head be heavy, arms heavy. And we'll draw our feet together, soles of our feet together. Wrap the hands around the toes. You might experiment by taking heels a little further away or drawing them close in. Just let your knees be heavy. Take a breath here. Let's extend the legs open and wide. You might walk the hands forward just a little, let the head be heavy again. You'll feel a strong sensation underneath the legs, also in the hips now. Take another breath. And we're going to take one leg in front of the body. Let's extend our right leg forward. Take our left foot by the side of the hip. So we're just stretching into the quadricep of the front of the leg. If you'd like to go deeper, you might come down onto your elbows. Doesn't matter if you don't. Take a breath here. Let's extend that left leg long. We'll take our right foot by the right hip. Again, you might like to come a little deeper. Looking for a strong sensation down the front of the leg. And this time we're going to come down onto your elbows, raise your knees up. We're just going to bring a little bit of tension out of our hips, out of our glutes. So take your little mountain of knuckle, roll it under the back of your body. So we're just looking for the fleshy part, our glute muscle, just either side of the tailbone, pelvic bone. And once you find that spot, just like you did with the shoulder, you might lift the knee and just explore. Be curious. You might find your bones click or move. You might find some bits easier and some bits a little tighter. So just notice whatever you feel. And when you need to, just lift the tailbone up, move the knuckles along a bit, just explore. The glute muscle is the biggest muscle in the whole body. So important in allowing us to move with ease from seated positions to standing, all kinds of lifting and things that we do every single day. If you want to go even deeper, you might take the foot across the opposite knee in a figure four, lift the tailbone, just sink down onto the knuckles. When you find a tender spot, just allow the body to be still, just hold it there. And as you come out of that shape, you'll feel the energy flushing back through the body. When you're ready, just roll over to the other side. So we're just lifting our left glute this time, bring the knuckles underneath, just like we did before. Roll the hip out, find the spot of tension. Just allow your body to open into it. You might lift the foot up, you might take the foot across the knee, whatever works for your body. I like to roll the ankle joints. Just be curious, what can we learn? All right, when you're ready, slowly press yourself up. We'll roll over our knees, come up into all fours. And then press through the hands, press through the feet. We'll raise our tailbone up. We might press through the heels. When you're ready, slowly walk one foot in front of the other. We'll come to the front of the mat. And then slowly roll up to the standing position. Okay, we'll finish today's practice with a round of the pin shui gong, a swinging arms exercise. We start just feet under the hips. And let's notice how your body feels. Work a bit through our shoulders, a bit through our hips, a bit through our neck. Just notice flow of energy through the body. When you're ready, slowly raise the arms up in front. And we'll swing. 2, 3, 4. Coming down with weight in the back of the body. Just allow the arms to move effortlessly. It's momentum, moving them forward and back. You might like to just take your attention to the feet and find all 4 corners of the feet, the toes, the ball of the foot, the heels. As you press up and down, as you come down, weight always in the back of the body, tailbone heavy and back straight. Just find a rhythm with your breath. You don't have to breathe in sync with the movement, but we're just inviting calm and ease into our breath. This exercise is all about inviting balance. So neither left or right has any more pressure on it. Just bring your awareness into the body, maybe to the heart rate, maybe to the breath. Don't worry if you lose count or breath, just allow yourself to come back into the pattern. It's like when we were sitting before, you might bring your awareness to wherever your mind is taking you to. Whether sitting still or standing, swinging our arms. Every moment of every day is an opportunity for just teaching ourselves to be still, notice a little more, allow ourselves to be present, to be in the moment, rather than thoughts taking us off in many different directions. So wherever your mind happens to take you, whether rolling back through the past or planning something that's coming, I just like to love which direction it's going. Welcoming in each thought, each emotion as a honored guest, allowing it to be there. And as we do, we slowly teach ourselves to allow, to let things be just as they are. This is how we teach ourselves to deal with challenges, deal with change, deal with being in lockdown, whatever it might be. I'd like to just use some small affirmations of equanimity. Maybe I don't need anything to be different to how it is, or I ask for nothing else. I don't need anything to happen. Just easing ourselves to this place of allowing and being open. In the last minute now, you might notice the fingers feel a little thicker, a little heavier. Maybe the toes as well. Energy moving from these parts of our body that are furthest away points from the organs, our heart, our lungs, our kidney, our liver, spleen. And slowly allowing your arms to come back to stillness. Just take one more deep breath. Sigh it out. Let's bring our palms together. You might notice they feel a little warmer. And bring them up towards the face. Right, make an intention just to allow today to be whatever it is, without any sense of hope or optimism or disappointment. Just allowing. Let's bring the palms together, just acknowledging shared energy of coming to the mat together each day.